Check, check, check. A radio check, a mic check. Check 1, 2. Check, check, check. A radio check. All right, guys. Welcome back to another stream. This is a little bit different from the norm for us. I've actually got home early from work today, so we are doing an earlier stream. Talked to some of the guys on Discord, and we all decided that we would try to fly to Tampa this morning. It is a real-world flight operation. It is operated by Southwest, and I think we've got a little group going down. Just want to acknowledge the chat first before we get started. AvGeek Brute Force is here. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the flight. Welcome to Vatsim. Chase is here. Thank you so much. It was Chase's idea for the flight this morning. He will be joining. JSD is here. Nice to hear from you again, JSD. Chase is saying he's restarting the flight. Roger, I'll hang out here for a few minutes. And JSD, of course, with the check. I do appreciate you guys being here. I hope we can get some viewers this early in the morning here, Eastern Standard Time, and maybe we can get some viewers from overseas to watch. Cool. First things first, let's get as many likes as we can in the video. That's really important. And we'll wait a few minutes for Chase to get started, and we will start our flight. Here I am, guys. I'm back. I think that looks okay. Just looking at the position of the mic here. Good. Chase is saying going to gate 30. All right, cool. I am... All right, I can't remember what gate I'm at. I think it's 33. Let me know how I sound on the mic, guys. Like I said, I am using a new mic now. If it's better, let me know, guys. And of course, let's try to get as many subs as we can today. We're looking for at least 280 subs. That'll be sweet. All right, I'm gonna wait here for a few more minutes for Chase to respawn. And then we'll get going. There's an aircraft over here. Let's have a look. We don't have any controllers on right now, but Houston Center's up. We did get an auto PDC. This is freeware scenery. I believe Nashville just released payware scenery. I'm gonna look into buying it, but for now we've got freeware scenery for Nashville here, and then of course Tampa we've got the Vertical Sims payware scenery.
Azure traffic is at Southwest 794, contact is Tango 4, cross your runway 1331.
Okay, Chase, I don't see you. I'm just gonna get started. Yeah, from where I'm at, maybe you're at another gate. 30 would be, oh, there you are. All right, Roger. Okay, let's get started. All right, first things first, let's go up to the overhead panel and get the battery switch on, left fuel pump on, and let's go ahead and immediately start our APU. There we go.
Nashville traffic radio check.
I got you 555. All right, let's get the panel light just in the on position. Once the APU does start, we're going to get electrics in here.
You guys can hear Southwest 794.
We got you 555.
I appreciate that, Captain. You have a great flight today.
All right, cool. Everybody's talking over everybody, but that's nice. That's all good. All right, back up to the overhead panel here. Which, sorry, guys, I do apologize. Throat feels better than it did yesterday, so got some lozenges here. All right, we're gonna wait for the EGT to come down, stabilize, and then the annunciator to show that we've got power available for the APU gens, and then we'll just click the switches. If I had the actual overhead panel here right now, could toggle the switches. Here it is, and we've got life into the aircraft. Let's get the packs on right away, APU bleed. And I am going to go ahead. Yeah, no problem, GSX. I haven't updated you, but let's start our boarding if we can. All right, so go ahead with the overhead checks. Let's align our IRS nav left, right, in the line, and then we'll come down just with the flows here. Rest of the fuel pumps on, come up to the second part of the panel, flow, make our way down, up, make our way down. Emergency exit lights can get armed. Chimes, seatbelts, no smoking, no cell phone sign on. Go up to the window heat. Let's just get everything on right now. Window heat probes on, hydraulics on. We've got the, nope, because I've already got it. We've got our pressurization, or sorry, our APU packs and bleeds on. Let's go and set our pressurization for today's flight. Cruise altitude is 350. So let's go ahead and dial that in. 350. There it is. And then I just want to have a look at our elevation in Tampa. Only 26 feet. We'll keep it at 0. Let's get the anti-collision lights on, and why not? We'll put the logo light on as well. All right, cool. We're gonna go over now to the electronic flight bag, and let's request the data from SimBrief. Here's the particulars about today's flight. Today's call sign is a Southwest 270. That's the ICAO code for Southwest. Alternate airport. Here's our winds. Look at this. Look at this. I think this is cruise winds, 217 at 60. All right, so we're just going to be ahead of that storm that's making its way. I believe it is a hurricane now, or it will be, but it'll make for sure an interesting approach into Tampa earlier this morning. Route distance today, 574 nautical miles. All right, so we've done that. We'll go over now to the FMC flight management computer, and let's get some of the data in here. All right, ICAO code for Nashville is Kilo Bravo November Alpha. Here are the coordinates for the exact position that we're sitting at the gate. I'm not sure if I can put the gate number in. I'm not going to go ahead. But anyway, here we are, position in it. So the FMC now knows exactly where we're sitting. We can go ahead and put in the same. And then we'll go to flight plan request. Here are the particulars for today's flight. Kilo Bravo November Alpha to Kilo Tango Papa Alpha. Let's just get that. Particulars with regard to SimBrief. Most importantly, let's set that fuel. Block fuel is set 8.1. We can confirm it off the data sheets that SimBrief gave us. Set payload, equally important. Let's get that in there set. And then we'll go over to the select route page and flight plan request. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, early morning flight. We've already got 3 people in here. Really excited. I hope more people stop in. And if you're new to the channel, please, like I said, consider liking the video or the stream, and of course subscribing. All right, route uplink ready. And let's go ahead and load that into the flight management computer. So the route is loading. All right, and let's activate it. Execute. Go over to the leg page. Yeah, it is a there are not a lot of legs to it, but I'm just gonna confirm what I've got written down against what SimBrief has given me. So it's a BRXTN, right? It will be via the Trippin 3 departure, which I'll be putting in. We are going to be expecting runway 02 right. I'll get those all plugged in. LGC, Honed, yes, and then our arrival into Tampa. So let's go ahead and finish setting up the route sheet, which will include our SIDS and stars. SIDS is the standard instrument departure if you're on IFR, and the star is the arrival procedure. All right, so it is asking for 02 right. So let's go ahead and click that in, and we are via the Trippin 3 departure. A Brixton, I guess, transition. And then I'll just go ahead right to the arrivals. We are expecting ILS 19er right via the Métis 4. I like that. Métis, and then it is the Honed transition. But that all looks good. Let's execute that. We can go over to the route page here. Let's see. Let's get rid of that discontinued. And then that all looks good. Matey, there's haunted. Perfect. That looks really good. All right, so let's go over. We can request the winds too. The winds are going to be quite interesting for sure, just because I'm sure that storm that's coming up is already starting to push some of those winds up. So cool. That looks good. We'll go over to the perf init page, and just because now I've loaded everything via the sim brief.
Radio check.
Let's go ahead. I got you 5x5. So that's good. Our zero fuel weight, our gross weight, we can go over. I've got the sim brief page pulled up, and the FINRIS, the fuel reserves. Let's go 1.5. Oh, 1.5. Cost index for today here. We'll have a look together if you guys would like. Cost index for today's flight is 53. 53 is good. We are expecting, what was the flight level that I say? 350? Yeah, 350. I want to double check. Let's put 350, or you can put FL 350. And go ahead, make sure that our pressurization is the same, which it is, so that's all good. And then our winds aloft, winds today are going to be 217 at 060. So 217 at 060. Let's hope I can get a butter at the end of today's flight for the landing, but I'm not going to bet on it. All right, execute. That all looks good now. I think I'm happy with everything. Let's see. No V speeds just yet, because I need to put them in. Takeoff. We will go do a flaps 5 takeoff, not 65, but 5. There it is. And then our CG for takeoff is 20.9 degrees, and our trim value will be 5.15. Let's go ahead and dial that in. .15. Ooh, that looks about right over there. And then let's confirm our V speeds. A V1, guys, is 133. That is velocity 1. At that speed, if you're below that speed, you've got enough runway to stop the aircraft. If you're at V1, you're no longer able to stop it on the runway. At that point, even though you haven't left the runway yet, you're essentially flying the aircraft, and any emergency that you get after V1 will be a airborne situation, or emergency or incident, or whatever you want to call it. All right, VR, that's the rotation speed. That is the speed that we are going to pull back on the yoke and take off. And then our V2 climb out speed is 145. Let's go ahead and plug that in. These numbers look good, and I think we're all good now. Yeah, my V speeds are showing here. One more thing left to do, guys. I did get a PDC, or an automated, it's an auto ATC, which has given me a squawk code. We will enter that squawk code, and then I'll brief the weather and the SID, and then we'll get out of here. All right, so it's a 7745. 7745. 7745. Let's go ahead. TARA. Let's test. Ooh, I'm not squawking mode C. Interesting. Oh, here I am. Okay. I guess because it was running the test. All right, that's all good. Let's go back over and have a look at our altimeter setting and our weather. I'm just going to brief everything now, guys. I will brief the our departure, airport, and then of course our arrival into Tampa. and then we can brief it again when we get closer. All right, so automated weather for Nashville is 320 at 5. That's okay. 10 statute miles, good. Broken 800, no problem. Broken layer at 4,200. Overcast at 20,000. Temperature 20, dew point 17. Altimeter 29907. Let's go ahead and plug that in. 29907. Let's cross check. That's all good. And then of course on our standby instrument, that looks good too. All right, so go ahead. We'll look at our arrival into Tampa. All right, Tampa is still not bad, but it looks like it is going to occasional lightning, distance, CBs. 100 at 610 statute miles, few at 3,000, scattered at 6,000, broken at 25,000. Temperature 28, dew point 24, altimeter 29088. All right, so you can see the pressure is dropping. All right, and then of course you can see later on, look at this. 12035, gusting 60. So if you guys want to do a hurricane approach later on, maybe we could try to make our way into one of these Florida airports. I really hope nothing happens and the storm doesn't hit, but anyway, that's what it says. 1 statute miles in thunderstorms. So very interesting. All right, we're all set here. JSD says, feeling lonely in the chat this morning. Sorry, I wanted to get everything underway here before that storm comes. Guys, it's the same thing. Like when I'm going to be getting ready to take off, I really do want to look at the chat, but the way I've got it positioned right now, I'm not going to be able to see both. But I promise you, once I get airborne and the workload lightens up, then for sure I'll be able to go in and answer the questions. Avgeek Brute Force is pushing back. Roger, I think I'm ready to go now too. Guys, I know you're stopping in here. I just saw 8 people in here. Let's get at least 8 likes, guys. Let's get it going. All right, Chase is pushing back. Sorry, that's Avgeek Brute Force. I want to make sure that I've got my numbers set in here. 145. 145. And I'll do the same now. Get ready to push back. We'll brief the departure as well. So we are expecting a runway 02 right. So let's just do the thing.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
So very easy. 02 right. Climb heading 021 degrees, or as assigned by ATC heading, and the top altitude is 4,000. Let's go ahead and put that in. 4,000, and let's see if that all is correct. 021 degrees, and then vectors by ATC. So that's all good.
Departure checks completed.
Cool.
Bypass pin inserted.
Let's make sure that our doors are closed, and we are out of here. Yeah. All right, doors closed. Perfect. All right, look at this. We're gonna have a little conga line of Southwest today. We've got 2 viewers joining us today. So glad that you guys could join this morning. Little conga line of Southwest aircraft over to Tampa.
Locking gear.
All right, let's get back in the aircraft here. And we're gonna get ready to go. JSD, don't feel lonely. I will respond in the
Nashville
chat.
traffic.
Zachary is here.
Runway,
Zachary, welcome,
right
welcome to the channel.
Juliet, Hotel 1.
Okay, Juliet Hotel 1, Juliet Hotel 1. I'll do the same. Waiting for your action. Closed left entry forward. Ooh, I thought it was closed. Okay, so maybe I opened it. Quickly here, doors close. I guess GSX was doing it for me. Zachary, I'm doing well. How are you? Thanks for stopping by this morning. I appreciate you being here. What are we gonna do here? Quickly, let me see. Push to the left. Let's go ahead and expand this. Nose to the left.
Release parking brakes, please.
Okay, Roger, parking brake released.
push.
Zachary, if you're new to the channel,
All
please
engines clear.
consider
Start
subscribing,
at will.
hitting that bell for notifications, and of course, putting the like in the chat. I do appreciate you being here. If you've already subscribed, I am sorry, and I do welcome you back. All right, we're good, and we're good for the start. Let's go ahead and close our packs for now, and then we will... Ooh, what is this? That's odd. Not sure if you guys saw that. It kind of skipped. I think we went right through the wing, and then we'll go to the ground. And we'll watch our N2 rise. And then once we get up to 25%, we will introduce the fuel. Harry is here. Welcome, Harry. Welcome. All right, there's 25%. Let's introduce the fuel. Monitor the engines. EGT is good. It's rising, and then we've got N1 rise too. Start valves are open. Perfect. Starting sequence is normal. All right, we got a good engine start. We'll wait for this to close into the off position. There it is. And then same sequence for engine number 1. Over to ground. Let's monitor. Start valve is open. N2, there is a rise. Roger. Parking brake set. And we're looking for 25% N2. All right, guys, I thought I was going to, let's introduce the fuel here. I thought I was going to use my honeycomb yoke today, but I looked at it, I was like, eh. I've got some problems here with the Thrustmaster yoke. So anyway, we're going to use it for today. I might switch over.
Unlocking gear.
Ooh, it's like a big drop there. All right, wait for the start sequence to finish here.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
All right, left clear, right is clear, yeah. All right, 2 good engine starts. Let's verify engine parameters are good. Everything looks good. All right, let's go ahead and switch power over to the main gens. There it is. There you saw the flash. Let's get the packs back on for the passengers here. APU bleed can come off. Isolation valve closed. Let's confirm our pressure altitude is good. Our pressurization altitude good. Engines on to continuous. APU can come off, and let's get that yaw damper on. Everything looks good in the overhead panel here. Let's go ahead quickly and configure our airplane. I did take a look at her. She did wave earlier. She has signed, or she has given us the all good, have a good trip. All right, anti-skid to the RTO position, rejected takeoff. Go over here quickly to the first officer side, and let's visually get the flaps into the 5 position. Flap 5 is set. We are good. Everything looks good. Let's get a little bit of lighting in here as well. And then we'll do a quick flight control check. All right, full down, neutral, full up, neutral, full right. It doesn't want to go full right. Full right, neutral, full left, neutral. All right. And that looks good. I think we're ready to go. Let's go to this FMC. We'll get our speeds there, and that looks good. All right, guys, let's do our radio call. Nashville traffic southwest 270 taxiing to runway 02 right via Juliet Hotel 1. Nashville traffic. All right, that's all good. Parking brake release. Let's get some power in here. And we'll tap on the brakes, make sure the brakes are good. Brakes are good. And we'll make our way over to the
Nashville traffic, Southwest 60, lining up runway 2 right.
All right, guys. Flight time today, 1 hour and 34 minutes.
Nashville
Gate to gate,
traffic,
2 hours.
Southwest 2638 is taxiing to runway 2 right via Juliet Hotel 1, Nashville traffic.
All right, we're on the apron here still, but we're gonna pick up Juliet just off to the left. All right, there's Chase. I think Chase is gonna give way to me. Thank you, Chase. Stay safe, guys. I hope everything works out for you guys with the storm. All right, we're gonna continue, I believe, up through here.
Nashville traffic, Southwest 60, departing runway 2 right, RNAV Rory.
All right, we've got 8 of you in here. Let's get at least 8 likes, guys. And I do apologize if I'm missing some of the chat. Once we get airborne, I promise you I'll go back on it. Joshua Schwartz is here. Welcome, Josh. Welcome back. It's a rating in Chattanooga. We had some rain up here in southern Ontario. Actually, it's still kind of cloudy. They're calling for more rain today, but it's not related to any of the storms that are deep down south. All right, have I gone the right way here? I have. Guys, this is freeware scenery. It's not bad. It's okay. Oh, look at that. Okay. I think that's AvGeek taking off. So it'll be a right turn now. And we are going to be taking off in the same direction as that previous aircraft. All right. What is this here? Look at that. Guys, like I said, if you frequent an airport often, it's just best to get the payware scenery. If it's an airport that you don't normally go into, but you do, say you do it like once or twice a month, go in, you can wait for it to go on sale. That's what I usually do. But if it's an airport that I'm like 100% interested in, I don't mind. I'll drop the money and pay for it. All right, we've got a hold short line here, but it's okay. We're going to go all the way to the end and take position. Guys, I do appreciate you being here this early. It is an early flight for us. Trying to get into Tampa before the storm comes. And if you're new to the channel and stopping by, please consider subscribing, in that bell notification, and of course, sending your love and like in the chat. I do appreciate each and every one of you being here. All right, let's get this heading bugged in for our takeoff. 021 on the heading. That is our runway heading. 021, and of course, let's get our cabin crew for departure. Cabin crew, please be seated for departure. All right, cabin crew advised. Let's get our flight directors on. I think we're all good, guys. Josh, you doing good? Nice, guys, nice. I'm doing good too. Had an early work start today, just a meeting, and then I took off. Now I'm home for the rest of the day. Alone, by the way. Wife and dogs are gone for the day. I'm home alone. All right, We're at the
Nashville traffic,
hold
Southwest
short.
60, passing 7,000, climbing to 370, last call.
All right, we've got nobody on approach here. Let's get our runway lights on. We're good, and let's take position. Nashville traffic, Southwest 270, lining up 02 right. Nashville traffic. All right, we're good. Let's line up
Nashville
here.
traffic,
Let's get out of here.
Southwest 2638 will be holding short runway 2 right.
All right, Roger. All right, we've got nobody on final, and then let's have a quick look at the end of the runway here. I don't see any other aircraft. We'll take position, and we are going to get out of here. All right, 02 right, visually confirmed. We are on the right runway. Everything looks good. Let's hold here. Let's get ourselves set up, and let's go. All right, everything looks good. Let's do one final check here. Flap set 5, rejected takeoff. Speed brake is good. Flaps in the 5 position. All instruments look good. Everything looks good on the overhead. I'm ready to go. You guys ready? I'm ready. Let's go. Throttle up to 50%. Let's get that auto throttle on. Let's set that clock and toga. Takeoff thrust set. Two good engines stable. Airspeed's alive. Roger. Checked. V1. Rotate. Positive rate.
Nashville traffic, Southwest 2638 will be lining up runway 2 right.
Positive
Nashville
rate.
traffic.
Confirmed. Gear coming up. And let's have a look out the window. Look at the flex already on the wing. Beautiful. And then, of course, the outside view. We're out of here. All right, we're going to go up to 1,000. We've just hit 1,000. Pitch the nose forward. Let's start bringing the flaps up. Flaps 2. Flaps 1. Like a bat out of hell here. And we are on vector here. Let's go direct. Rory, we can execute that. And let's start our climb. Or sorry, start our turn. And go ahead above 4,000 feet. We don't have any controller up right now, so. Now let's go ahead and hit the autopilot. Give us some help here. Perfect. After takeoff checks, auto brake
Nashville
to the off
traffic,
position,
Southwest
gear to the off
2638
position.
is departing
Flaps
runway
are up.
2 right. Nashville traffic.
We are good. All right, now we're going to just pick up our heading. We are direct Rory on course. Kind of look at some of these views. Nice, guys. Yeah, Avgi, it's a nice view outside. It is. Everything's looking good so far. I'm just waiting to break out of the clouds. Wow, would you look at this? Beauty. It's a beauty, eh? All right, you guys are all here. Welcome, welcome. Hey Chase, do you have a YouTube channel? No, he doesn't. We're at 10,000 feet, guys. Let's get the landing lights off, taxi light off, and then the engines to the off positions as well. And of course, the seatbelt sign can come off now. Although I'm sure once we get closer to Tampa, we're gonna get those seatbelt signs on.
Nashville traffic southwest 2630 is passing 4000 climbing.
Yeah, look at the clouds, yeah.
0 Nashville traffic.
Garen is here. Garen Vanderpool. Welcome to the channel. Will you be flying in Helene? If you guys want, we can try. But not just yet. I don't think Helene's going to be there just yet. We're going to get in just ahead. We might encounter some of the winds and turbulence before we get in, or as we get in, but the storm's not here just yet. Garen, it's a good question. If you guys like, we can try to do it. And also, Garen, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell for future streams. And we do welcome you aboard. All right, I've got a chime here, 14,000. I've got to keep going up to flight level 350. Let's go ahead and set our cruise altitude. Painfully slow sometimes setting it with the mouse wheel here. But here we are, finally set. Yeah, you can see some of these clouds already. It'll be interesting for sure. A challenge. A Microsoft challenge. Chase is saying he'll be cooked tomorrow. Chase, you keep us posted. Maybe we'll do 2 streams today just in case. Late Thursday it'll hit. I've got to look at the latest briefings for it. You know, the path that it's on right now, it could actually end up coming as a tropical depression in southern Ontario, but I did look yesterday, and actually I briefed it on yesterday's stream too, that above Atlanta, I think it's going to take a left turn to Illinois. Yeah, JSD is right. I hope everything's going to be okay. All right, we're coming up to 18,000 feet. Let's get into the standard barrow, standard altimeter setting of 18,000. Here it is. Standard 29902, cross check, and then we can verify also on our standby instruments. That's good. We'll continue our climb, and then if you guys like, we can take a wing view here and appreciate some of the clouds. What's the best route to do to fly into Helene? Where is it now? I've got to look at the radar. I believe it is between Cancun, between Mexico and Jamaica. Let's have a look. I'm going to pull it up here on the you guys won't be able to see it, but I'll just put up another window here. And I believe, to answer the question, any airport along the western side or the western coast of Florida, I will get your best chance. Even though it's not going to hit, I don't think it'll hit unless it's changed from. It's more into Tallahassee. I think Tallahassee. Yeah, Tallahassee. It's gonna cross just to the west of Tallahassee, and then make up. So I mean, if you guys want to fly into Tallahassee, we can. Or Chase mentioned it before too about like just storm chasing. Take an airplane right into the hurricane. But that's the best bet. Hopefully everything will be okay. Or Tampa to Cuba. Yeah, if you guys want, we can do that. I'll be more than happy to stream later on again today. You know, like our usual time, maybe 6:30. Maybe we could do a short flight. I'm not sure if I'll keep it on the real time. But you guys let me know in the chat. I'm more than down to do another stream. Of course, as long as we get a lot of likes in this video. And like I said, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. And try to make the channel grow. All right, back up in the flight deck here and just look at this. Different layers, different clouds. Beautiful. Just beautiful the way Microsoft Flight Simulator has got the clouds. Look at these. CBs. Cumulonimbus. Guys, when you're doing your private pilot license, you're going to be spending a lot of time learning about the weather. I hope you guys have a good instructor, a ground instructor for the weather. Because when I was in flight school, we had a guy actually from Environment Canada come to teach us. He was a meteorologist. Great guy, he knew his stuff, but it's kind of boring. Just his tone was boring, but good. You end up learning a lot. You have to know a lot about the weather for flying. So. All right, look at this. We're at 24,000 feet and it's like hazy and overcast. But short flight, guys. 1 hour and 34 minutes, 2 hours gate to gate. If I look at the navigational display here, it's a little over 320 nautical miles. We'll be starting our descent into Tampa. No one knows until it happens. Yeah, JSD, that's right. Yeah. And like I said, the path that it's on right now, it could very well come up to southern Ontario, where we live, as a tropical depression. Believe it or not, in here, like the Toronto area does lie on a hurricane path. We did get a hurricane here a long time ago, way before I was born. 1956, I think. I'm not sure how we would handle a hurricane here. We get rainstorms here in southern Ontario, and things get chaotic. Just like the weather people, sometimes wrong, yeah. All right, we'll sit here, wing view, and you just take a look outside. Usually when you're up at this altitude, it's blue skies up, and then that weather cloud is below you. But look at that. It's gonna be interesting. And look in front of us here, just a wall. Cool. I love it. The band Tool has 12-minute song. Nice. Are you listening to it now, Chase, as you fly? All right, we still got a ways to go. Hopefully we'll get on top of it, even all of this. But oh, look at this turbulence. All right, let's get that seatbelt sign on, and we'll monitor the situation. If it happens again, we'll have to make an announcement. JSD says work out to that. I gotta listen to these songs. Also, this is not a hurricane. No, not where we're in right now. I think this is a different storm. Or you're just saying that there's not going to be a hurricane for you guys. No, I'll just take a look at the weather where we're at right now. Yeah, it's a different storm system. So I think once we go a little bit further, we're going to be clear of this. All right, we got 10 people in here. Let's get at least 10 likes, guys. Come on, we can do it. I do appreciate each and every one of you being here. And of course, if you have a question, please ask. Or if you just want to stop and say hi, or just say hi, please do. This is a low pressure system and making the hurricane turn to me. Oh, okay, gotcha. Let me have a look at the radar. Yep. And that's another reason why that hurricane, or it'll be a storm, just a tropical depression, or a tropical storm by the time it makes landfall, or once it gets into land. Sorry, that's the way that's why it's going to turn to the left. I think it's two low pressures that are going to be joining together. Otherwise, if there was a high pressure there, it would push the low, or not push it. It would block it. All right, let's bug our heading here just in case the autopilot does come off. Oh, we can click heading. All right, good. Everything's good. Sky Messer, what is your cruise? I am going to be cruising at flight level 350 today. I've got 3,000 feet to go. It's giving us 5 to 8 feet of storm surge. Oh boy, that's pretty big. All right, we're gonna keep that seatbelt sign on. There is a little bit of turbulence here. You can see the aircraft rocking. Oh, but we'll take a look at the wings. That looks okay in here. All right, over to the Vatsim radar. I don't think we've got anybody on. No. And guys, yeah, if you want to look at Vatsim radar, you can track the three of us flying. We've got a little conga line flying to Tampa. 3 Southwest aircraft. It's Avgeek, Chase, and myself, Skymaster. Cool. Yesterday you said double digits. Today single. Improvement. Really? Going a Mach 0.8. Yeah, I'm close to that too. I'm still in the climb. It's Mach 0.79 now. 0.79 or 6, so close to Mach 8. Once we get stabilized here, it should settle at 0.8. I can actually look at the FMC. Yeah, so closer to Mach. I'd call it Mach 0.8. The only thing is that we've got the crosswind here for our nose. So the wind is traveling in this direction, the direction of the arrow, from the right to the left, right over our nose. At 70 knots too, guys. Chase, you get to Costco to get your stuff. Costco, can you imagine Costco right now? Oh. Not for the place. It is projected to hit the Panhandle. Is about to get 50. Yeah, it's like the Tallahassee. I think Tallahassee's got to worry. Snacks, tacos. Oh god, you guys are making me hungry already. It's only 11 o'clock Eastern time. I'm not sure what I'm gonna have for lunch. Oh, I do know what I'm gonna have for dinner though. Maybe I'll wait until if we do the afternoon stream to talk about the dinner. I am sure somewhere in Florida is going to get hit bad. Let's hope not. But yeah, here now we're starting to see the skies open up. All right, good. Mach 0.79er. Everything looks good. We'll head to the overhead here. I'm going to shut off that seatbelt sign now. That can come off now. And we're good. We're cruising. Cool. Just jump in the back here. Let's have a look. Wing view. Still nothing but a whole lot of cloud. Actually, this view looks better. See a little bit of the ground. Cool. Yeah, I can imagine Costco now. I mean, I can imagine Costco even here now, where there's nothing happening. It's just Costco's pretty intense. All right. I think the forward view here is better, guys. Feel like we'll jump out. Have a look at the aircraft here. So yeah, guys, let me know later if you guys want to try to fly into the storm there or around it. Or maybe we can do an afternoon departure out of Tampa. Most likely heading north somewhere. Try to get out. We're getting in now and then we're gonna get out. Probably not sailing this weekend. I wouldn't. But you never know, it might be good. Maybe it's just gonna move through quickly. So guys, let me ask you a question. What aircraft do you guys like flying better in the simulator? Do you guys like the PMDG or the Phoenix? Or if you had a choice to buy the Phoenix, would you consider it? Adding it to your fleet of aircraft? I own both and I like both. Avgeek Brewforts PMDG, yep. I was thinking about getting the 900 too. I'm not sure how much it is. I have the 700 and the 800. I might consider buying the 900. Sadly though, PMDG never goes on sale. So if you're gonna buy it, you're gonna buy it. But that's okay because it's well worth it. I mean, if you're truly getting into this flight simulation, it's a must. I'm thinking now. Oh, actually, there's another thing that came out too. There's an immersion pack for the 737. I wonder how much that is. So that just adds textures, and I don't know if there's sounds also, but textures to the to the aircraft. Animated textures, so you can see condensations and vapor trails. And ZZZ is here. Good morning, ZZZ. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, it's an early morning stream. Early for me. It might be late afternoon for some of you living in the UK. And for those of you, of course, that are potentially affected by the storm, you've got days off school, which is the right call. You want to be safe. Safe and sound, guys. You just finished a 12-minute song. I gotta listen to it. What is it called? The Tool? What is it? The Tool? Let me go back on the chat here. Or Chase, just repeat the song. I don't know if I can do both stream and have things to do. No, it's hard. Yeah, I might not do one later on today. So I think this might be it for today. Tool is the band, okay, and then the song, what is the song called? I'm actually writing it down. I will listen to it and then I'll give you feedback and feedback on the Discord. Vicarious? Okay. Vicarious. Got it. Alright, cool. Too bad I can't listen to it now. I mean, I could. I'd have to just on a different device. Alright, somewhere in front of us here is Avgeek Brewforce. He is flying along, and then trailing behind is Chase. Garen is asking, should I get Navigraph for a GSX first? Navigraph is separate for GSX. But yeah, Navigraph. I would take a Navigraph over GSX. Because it updates the FMC, it updates all the charts, it keeps them current, and then you've got it integrated now with SimBrief, so it'll do all your flight planning for you too, and then you can drop everything right into your flight management computer. It's all integrated now. It's amazing. And then of course, if you want another level of realism, you know, like the animated passengers and the boarding process and the sounds and the pushbacks, catering services, refueling. They've actually implemented new features with water, taking the water out of the tanks. Yeah, so yeah, it's good to have that too. But first, I'd get Navigraph. Would you recommend Navigraph or get the PMDG first? Well, Navigraph actually it works better with the payware aircraft, so I do PMDG first and Navigraph. If you could do it all at once, do it all at once. If you have to do it in order, then I would do PMDG, Navigraph, and then GSX. The 12-minute song is called Pneumonia. Okay, is it? Oh, sorry, not pneumonia. Pneuma. All right, I'm gonna write that down too. I'm not sure if I'm gonna like it, but yeah, you never know. But yeah, Garen, I'd get the PMDG. Well worth it. Well worth it. And same with Navigraph. Navigraph you can do on a monthly subscription, or you can pay it once a year. Whatever fits for you. Is it a monthly subscription or a yearly, or better if you have both a year and have to pay for every month? Yes. Yeah, so I answered the question actually maybe before you sent it out, or I do apologize if you sent it out. I didn't see it until now. Yeah, so there's 2 ways to do it, monthly or yearly, whatever fits your budget. I gotta be honest with you guys, I do it monthly just because I get points on the credit card. So every month I do it. Probably the first song, It's So Good. Nice. I'm gonna listen to it too. But I've got another song that's really long and really good. It's an older song. It's from Pink Floyd. Do you guys know what it is? JSD, maybe you do? It's a great song. It's called Shine On Your Crazy Diamond. Pink Floyd. All right, guys, slowly we're making our way. On the navigational display here, we can see our top of descent already, but it is still beyond 160 nautical miles. We'll have a quick look at the winds. They are at 71 knots going right across from the right to the left. It's giving us a ground speed of 442 knots, true airspeed 466. Type the name in a chat. I had the PMDG with my Flight Sim X, and I have DMG Queen of the Skies. Nice. I had the PMDG as well in FSX, and then when P3D came out, I had it in that. But that's the only one I had. I had just the 800. I never had the 777 in P3D or the Queen of the Skies, but I do know that they are converting it over now, or just making it for Microsoft Flight Simulator. I cannot wait for that to come out. Sorry for yelling, Joshua. No worries, no worries. Wow, 13 Chase, it's well worth it. It's good. It's a good song. I haven't listened to it in a long time, but it's good. And then, of course, there's another one from Pink Floyd that I like, and it's called Learning to Fly. Learning to Fly by Pink Floyd. That's another great song. All right, we already looked at the weather METARs and TAFs before we departed Nashville. When we get a little closer, we're going to rebrief it again and get everything set up for our approach into Tampa later on this morning. Flight time today is 1 hour and 34 minutes, gate to gate 2 hours and 2 minutes. We are expecting the ILS 19er right for arrival. All right, I got 11 of you in here. Let's try to get at least 11 likes, guys. We can do it. And of course, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I do welcome you all aboard. I see you, Skymaster. You probably can't see me. No, oh, really? Let me check. Yeah, I don't see you. It's also the way I've got the Vatsim settings too for the traffic. If you want better performance, you want to just bring down the visibility of the traffic. You'll still be able to see the traffic when it gets closer. It just won't. It won't draw it in at a further distance. I am doing ILS 19er right to AvGeek. Yes, nice. Are you using SimBrief? Guys, another thing now, just a little bit more feedback on the microphone. How does the mic sound today? Everything sound good? Crisp? Volume's good? If you guys want to share feedback with me, that'd be great. Chase, you have flight level 290. Okay. Let's... Yeah, so you're below. I still don't have visual. It is going to be fun trying to land. Chase, that sounds great. Nice. Thanks. Thank you. I do miss having the boom on the headset, but I'll just have to get used to it. I want it to be a better experience for you guys as well. All right, quickly have a look at the Vatsim map here. Oh yeah, I can see Chase. You know what? Chase might actually overtake me. No, he's still not too far behind, but he's behind. We did a stream where we were both flying together, and he did overtake. Yeah, you can see details about the flight if you click on my aircraft, Southwest 270. It says I've got 40 minutes to go. So there's a lot of data in the Vatsim radar app or website as well. Ground speed is showing 449 knots. This is through the app now, guys. I'm not looking at the aircraft. Our flight level, our heading, squawk code, and what comm I'm on. Comm is the radio communications. I'm from PA, says Joshua, but I live in Tennessee. PA, what is that, Pennsylvania? I do live in Canada, guys, but I do know some of the abbreviations for the states. TN is Tennessee. Yep. Pennsylvania. That's what I said too. I'm not sure. So you like the route I chose? Yeah, it's pretty cool. I do. I'm not sure if you're asking Josh. Sorry if I call you Joshua. Joshua. I'll call you by the name that you've put on the chat. Yeah, no worries. I figured Chase. We Canadians learn that in school, says JSD. JSD, what are you trying to say? Skymaster, are me and CCC getting promoted? Promoted in what way? To managing, what is it called? Managing moderators? Chase, once we hit 300 subs, I'll do it. 30 away. Joshua, you don't have a flight simulator anymore? Uh-oh. What happened? What simulator would you like to have? Chase wants a promotion to ban me. JSD, you're not even doing anything bad. We're not gonna ban you. But if we can get 300 subs, I'll make you guys, I'll promote you in ZZZ. Yeah, we're not gonna get rid of you, JSD. I think things have been going okay now. I mean, we do occasionally have someone coming in and trying to just be silly. I'm not sure why they do that, but they get a kick. What about X-Plane, guys? You guys like X-Plane? You guys want to see a flight in X-Plane? I've got aircraft for X-Plane as well. A whole bunch of payware stuff for X-Plane. Oh, no, not UTA. I was just talking about before when we first started the streaming. Everything's pretty good now. How do I pronounce this name? Kokelokokala. Hello, current aviation student. Yes, that's amazing. Welcome, welcome to the channel. Kokelokalaka. I'm trying to pronounce that. I do apologize if I mispronounce it. I am looking at a small iPhone here. Kokelaloka. Great. You're an aviation student. How many lessons in are you? Have you done? And what aircraft are you doing your flight training? Thank you for stopping in, and thank you for saying hello. What I'm trying to say is that school we learn about the USA, about they don't teach anything about Canada and the USA. This is JSD. No comment. I do have a lot of relatives that live in the States, guys, and so I just won't go there right now. TA, I do appreciate you stopping in. How you doing today, bro? How's everything? Thank you so much, Chase. You took the words right out of my mouth. Maybe that's why my throat is getting sore, because I say it so often. But if you're new to the channel, please, yes, like and subscribe. TA, you're super busy at work. What are you doing, TA? Maybe you're trimming your mustache? Kokeloka is saying, I'm pursuing ATC. Nice. I wish you all the best in your training. Avgik, we are professional. Yeah, not. Oh, he deleted it. Oh, someone deleted it. Gosh, that's great. You have 15 hours logged. Congratulations, Avgeek. Nice. I remember that very long ago. I've got a few more than 15 hours in these aircraft. I love ATC. I am trying to get my PPL. Really? Air traffic control? Yeah, you guys want to do air traffic control as well? I never thought about doing air traffic control. It was always about flying. Maybe you'll be a controller for me? Nice. TA, you're on lunch? What are you eating for lunch? I haven't had lunch yet. All right, just quickly looking at the Vatsim radar here. Yeah, we're good. You know what I'm gonna do? So the good thing about this Vatsim radar website, I'm sure you can access it with your smart devices. It's got some overlays, so you can actually put in precipitation, and it's very interesting the way it shows. So yeah, we've got that storm now. Cancun, looks like Cancun is getting hit with a lot of rain, and same with Cuba. But our route looks okay for now. So Avgik, you're training in the G1000, right? I've actually put a picture of one of the flights I did last month on the G1000. Between the G1000 and then the standard like 6-pack R 172Rs that I'm current on, I like the older one better, like the 6-pack. The aircraft that I rent has a good navigational GPS. Very good. TA, you had a salad and the ladybug and now I refuse to eat it. Oh my god. Really, it's just a ladybug. Just eat the ladybug too. It's probably packed with protein. No RG model? Cessna 172? Got it. Nice. Yeah, I like the R models, S models. But I mean, I've been across the board. I've trained, I've flown in older models too. I did my PPL on a Diamond Katana. I love that airplane. I wish I could buy one. You either love it or you don't. Some people don't like it, but I love it. The thing with the Diamond is the wingspan is quite long. And it's a low wing, and it takes a little bit of finesse to get it settled onto the runway. And when I first started flying it, I was floating. I was doing a lot of floating down the runway. But still, once I got it, I love it. I mean, I did my flight test on it, so I got my PPL on the Katana. Chase, no 3-liter pops. Okay. Oh my god, 3 liters. Spy Master, fly me some lunch. TA, I'm not sure who Spy Master is. The name is Sky Master. And no, I'm not going to bring you any lunch. Just eat the ladybug. All right, will you look at this? We lost the sub. I'm not sure what we're doing wrong. But I've got 13 of you in here. I am appreciative. Let's try to get as many likes as we can. All right, a little over 80 nautical miles to top of descent. Let's have a look at the METARs again. All right, so for KTPA, it is a 100 at 6 knots, 10 statute miles, few at 3,000, scattered at 6,000, broken at 25,000. So we've got 3 layers of clouds here. Broken, more full, scattered, and then few. Altimeter 2988. Let's get that number in. 2988. And then that looks good. And then, of course, if you look at the future, you can see it from greater than 6 to 4 miles, 3 miles, light rain, mist. And then, of course, here, probability 30%, the date and the time, the 26th from 12 to 18 Zulu, 12035, gusting 60 in 1 statute mile and thunder showers. So Sir William is here. Welcome. I would do a stream flight from Tampa to El Paso, but I have a hurricane coming my way. Ooh, that sounds like a good route. But if you really do have a hurricane coming your way, please stay safe, stay well. All right, I'm gonna pull up the chart for 19er right, ILS 19er right. I believe AvGeek Brewforce is on the same runway, and same with Chase. All right, let's get some of the particulars already in here. We are 80 out till top of descent, but let's get things programmed. All right, so our localizer frequency is 108.5. Let's do 108.5 in the ILS. We'll go ahead and put it on the top here. And then our final approach course is a 187. All right, course 187, that's all set too. And then we can go ahead and look, our altitude, lowest altitude will be 3,000 feet. You know what, let's get that dialed in right now. Whoops. And then of course we'll set our decision height as well. Oh. I did not eat the ladybug. I was kidding. I absolutely don't eat the ladybug. Don't eat any bugs. Decision height. In it, can do our speeds +5. You know, I've never actually put in the decision height. I think the decision height is up here. Yes, Barrow is up here. 221. 221. 221 set. All right, cool. That's all done. Shall I eat strawberries for lunch? Yeah, sure, why not? If you've got some cottage cheese, you can eat that too. All right, look at this. I got 10 people in the chat. I do appreciate you guys being here, especially for a stream that, I mean, I don't normally stream this early in the day, so I'm really happy about that. All right, everything looks good. Cheese, cottage cheese. Where am I going to find cottage cheese? I don't know. Don't they sell it in a vending machine? TA, I do apologize for that. But I'm starting to get hungry for lunch too. And right after the stream, I'll probably grab a snack. The chat is more lit in the evening. It's going okay right now. I mean, there's a few of us in the chat that are actually flying. So Chase is flying along with us, and same with AvGeek Brewforce. And the time is different. I normally don't stream. A lot of people are at work still, preparing for the storm. It looks like I've got a following in Florida, in the US. And then, of course, in the UK, it's only 5 hours ahead. It's only like almost 4 o'clock. Or it's almost 5 o'clock. How's the storm? For me, it's very windy. TA, I thought you lived in Canada. JSD is asking Skymaster, what's for lunch? I have no idea. I'm probably just going to have an apple and some cottage cheese. But for dinner, my wife's going to bring home some dinner on her way home from work. And spoiler, I'm probably not going to do an afternoon stream. Unless you guys really want one. I am doing, we're doing some Indo-Chinese food. Some Chinese takeout. I do, and yes, it's super windy. Really? I live in... Well, okay. I don't know. I'm looking outside. I don't see any... Well, maybe it is. What, TA, what kind of question is that? Chase for wins is saying a ground speed is a 490. Yeah, Chase, I guess you're gonna probably get really close. I'm at 4557, but you are at a lower altitude, so. Now the good thing about the PMDG and of course the 737 is once we get to the top of descent here, I've got everything programmed in already. The aircraft is going to just start descending. And I have put in all the way down to 3,000 feet. So it is going to take me all the way down to 3,000. If there's any speed altitude restrictions, it's going to follow it. I have the ability to monitor on the FMC here. And then, of course, I can change things up as well. I wonder if I'll get another butter today. Probably not. Chase, the air police going to get you. Uber Eats. JSD, what about you? What are you going to have? AvGeek Brewforce is descending. Okay. And let us know in the chat if you can about the weather conditions. Give us a pie rep. All right, TA. Thanks for stopping in. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. How many speeding tickets you have in a car? JSD, are you asking me or are you asking the chat? Oops, I hit the mic here. Sorry, guys. JSD, nobody's answering the question. All right, we're getting close to top of descent now to less than 20 nautical miles. You have the need for speed. You guys want to see some racing? I don't have any racing sims. But I do sometimes watch these other YouTubers. The racing looks pretty cool. I don't have any of the gear for it, but that's a whole different it looks like a whole different hobby, but nonetheless it looks cool. And then what fascinates me even more is the trucking sims. Some of these guys have like an amazing setup. Got that big truck steering wheel, the big shifter. That looks really cool. Do you know how to set the Barrow? Avgeek Brute Force, yes I do. So right up here on the on this knob here, it says Barrow. Make sure you click the outer knob ring to Barrow, and then you can set your Barrow here. And the ILS is Barrow is 221. It's been a while since I've done it, but I remembered it. Easier to set it up in the Airbus, but zero student. I have not gotten. Yeah, Chase, don't. You know, I just. No problem, Avgeek. All right, we hit the top of descent now, and if we're looking at our primary display here, things are already happening. It says retard now, like the throttle is making its way to the idle position. And descent profile, here's the descent profile bug. And yeah, it's just doing its thing now. So whatever we've got programmed in the FMC here, speed restrictions, altitude restrictions, it's all there. And this is also thanks to Navigraph. It just gives you another level of immersion. It just adds to the realism. All right, guys, I'm on my way down now too. And let's see if I can provide a PIREP for Chase. I think we should be okay. Later on today, maybe not so much. But for now, we're good. We've been airborne now for 1 hour and 2 minutes. So 32 more minutes to go. Matey is here. Every flight I say hello and everyone. Thank you so much, Matey. Chase, you're starting the descent now too? Alright. So you're like right behind. We might have to space for the rival. All right, let's look at the Vatsim map here. No, there's nobody. There is traffic though in Florida here.
Tampa traffic, southwest 2630 is descending via the Matty for arrival for 19 right, Tampa traffic.
Nice. Very good, Chase. What happened to ZZZ? All right, the exciting part's gonna happen soon. And what I mean by that is the landing. Well, I can't wait for 2024 to come out. Get my hands on that. And of course, all these payware aircraft that we own to get updated. That'd be very interesting. I really have to get into Vatsim. I had a person invade the runway when I was taking off. Yeah, it happens. You know, when things like that happen, it's just, I don't know, it's just not enjoyable for the ones that are taking it seriously. There are a lot of people on the network that are using it as a tool to get confident on the radio and to learn some of the procedures. So Chaser Williams, I'm in St. Petersburg, Florida. All right, so we are expecting a 19er right. Let's have a look at our course here. So we're just going to be coming up here, decel, and then we will pick up the fatty waypoint to go in. So we're going to be coming across to the left here. This is going to be probably like just a long base leg, and then the turn into final. All right, so we've still got a lot of altitude to lose, but that is also 40 plus nautical miles away. Do you fly William at Albert Whitted? I go to Clearwater Air Park. ZZZ, how's your day going? Albert Whitted. It looks like an exciting landing. There's up in those clouds. Yep. All right, we're in the altimeter setting region again. Let's go ahead and click that. Our altimeter is 2988. Oops, not this. 2988. Let's bug that in. 2988, cross check. That looks good. Oh, we're all good there. Yeah, early stream today, guys. But why not? I think everything came together. It's all good. Got a few of you off for the upcoming storm. I left work early today. That's good too. And then of course, I've got the whole house to myself. Alright, so what I'm gonna do here now is, instead of that, I'm gonna just join everything together. Uh, 108.5. I'm just confirming my ILS. Yeah, that's good. 187, that's good too. Jesse, what are you gonna have for lunch? I should let the autopilot fly it right down. Right down to Mins. All right, we're getting close to 10,000 feet, another 2,000 feet to go. Let's get the aircraft ready for the approach. Final, let's get our landing lights on. We'll put the engines in the continuous position. And of course, seatbelt signs on. And let's advise the cabin crew to prepare for landing. Cabin crew, please be seated for landing. Or you can say prepare the cabin for landing. Leftover rice, veg, nice. All right, it should all work out. I'm not going to touch anything, guys. I want to see if the autopilot's going to fly it. We'll pick up or we'll disconnect the autopilot when we get closer to the runway. I just want to see if all the speeds are going to be followed. Avgeek, you're on base. Roger. Have a good landing. All right, monitoring the... Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just texting. My wife is just texting me. I learned something new every day. I didn't know how to put the engines on continuous position. Yep. You know, guys, if you guys want to see a checklist, I'm gonna see if I can find a checklist, like an actual checklist, and then I'll actually have it out, and we can do that. We'll see if we can get it close to real life as possible. And let me know in the chat or on Discord if you want to see that. Chase, you're at 11,000. Okay, cool. I'm not touching anything. I'm just letting the autopilot do everything. Because I have a problem. I don't know. For some reason, I like try to take control before, and then I can't bring the speed down. So minus 62. Hey, I got a 0 on my last one yesterday. 0. And then the one before that was like 47. I'm actually going to try to clip them and create some short vids, and then post it. That might help with the channel growth as well. All right, we're going to monitor. We still got a long way to go. We have a decel point here that'll slow us down further, and then I'll arm the approach as we turn to final. Chase getting minus 25. I'm gonna get way beyond that, guys. Matey, if you want to check out the landings on the last 2 flights, you'll be impressed. They were quite good. No guarantees on this flight, guys. No guarantees. Every landing is different, but any landing you can walk away from is a good landing. I'll try my best. That's the only thing I can do. We'll make sure our passengers are happy. All right, a little bit of turbulence here on our way down. Actually, that's another program I was looking at. There is a turbulence program you can run that simulates that too. That adds another level of realism. It is
Tampa
payware.
Traffic Southwest 2638 is passing 8,000, descending 5,000. Tampa traffic.
All right. I'm not going to make a radio call until I get on final. But yeah, you're supposed to position report. Cool. There's no other aircraft in the area other than us 3. Yeah. So we're good. All right, let's arm our spoiler. Spoiler armed, and let's get our... Let's quickly look at the airport diagram here. We are going to take a 19er right. It's an 11,000 foot runway. Let's just do auto brake 1. I don't think it's raining there, but just in case. And why not? Let's arm our approach as well. All right, another decel point here. Tampa traffic, Southwest 270, turning final ILS 19er right, Tampa traffic.
Tampa traffic, Southwest 2638 is on base for ILS runway.
I want to see if it's going to
right,
slow down.
Tampa traffic.
I want to see if it's going to slow down. All right, here's the decel point arm. Interesting. It still got me at 227. Should be at 180 now. All right, what is the FMC saying? Drag required. All right, let's get the drag down. We can cancel that. There's our altimeter, a warning that we've reached the altitude that we pre-selected. All right, let's go one notch of flaps here. Yeah, it doesn't want to slow down. I've got the drag down. Yeah, it just does not want to slow down. Flaps 2. Very slowly. Let's get that gear down. That'll help with the drag. And then, of course, let's bug our heading.
Tampa traffic Southwest 2638 is turning final for runway I left, runway 19 right. Tampa traffic.
All right, once we settle here, I'm going to report established. I'm going to shut off the autopilot. And actually, you know what? No, let's bring our speed down a little bit more. What I should do, actually, is keep it at 180 because Chase is behind me, so keep it here for a bit. Tampa traffic Southwest 270 established, 19er right, Tampa traffic. All right, we're gonna keep it at 180, guys, just so we can stay ahead of Chase. Once we get up to maybe 5 miles, I'll start slowing it down. Gear is down. I just got flaps to go. And then, of course, now our spoilers. Let's get it in the arm position. I think we're good now. We'll slow it down to what was it, 142? What was our approach? 134 plus 5.
Southwest
plus 5.
2630 is captured. ILS 19 right, localizer, Tampa traffic.
All right, good. Speed check's good. Let's start bringing down those flaps. And it won't be long now until I take over. Going to be chatting. Yeah, same with me, guys. Eyes are out now. All right, flaps 10. Look at that, beautiful. And then flaps 15, we'll do it from the window here. You can see the flaps coming down. Flaps 20. And I think this is good a time as any. My aircraft, guys. My aircraft,
Tampa traffic,
my throttle.
Southwest 2638 is on an 8-mile final for runway 19 right, Tampa traffic.
All right, flaps 30. And flaps 40. My aircraft, guys. My throttles. Oh, that definitely was hard. All right, reversers out. Let's grab that center line again. Through 100 decel. 80 knots. 70. And let's get off here. It wasn't too bad.
Tampa traffic, Southwest 2630 is on short mile final, Tampa traffic.
Tampa traffic, Southwest 270 vacated, 19er right, Tampa traffic. All right, we're off here now, and then it's a left turn. I'm gonna just make room for Chase in case he gets off here too. We're gonna just stop right here beyond the hold short line and clean up the aircraft. All right, so landing lights can come off, taxi light can come on, engines to the off position, and let's get that APU started. APU started, good. Let's stow our speed brake. Flaps can come up too. Flaps in the up position. We can quickly go watch them in transit as they're going to the up position. Yeah, 186, I'll take it. All right, flaps are coming up, and let's make our way to the gates. Auto brake off. And I see AvGeek Brewforce there, so we're just gonna park right there. Oh, and I missed Chase's landing. Chase, I'm sorry. I just caught the tail end of it as you were landing. But it looks like a good landing. And I think you stopped short too. Like you stopped shorter in a shorter distance. Yeah, you got minus 325.
Tampa traffic, Southwest 2630 is vacated, runway 19 right, Tampa traffic.
I'm going to park to the left of AvGeek. Ooh, this is payware scenery, guys. What are we at time? 12 o'clock, lunchtime. All right, we're gonna slow here, and let me see if I can grab that gate number. 71, it's 70. The one thing I don't like about my rudder pedals is the brakes are sensitive.
Disconnecting early, not taxiing to gate.
Oh, really? Chase, what happened, Chase? Where's 70? Oh, it isn't. I can't even find it. Oh, he disconnected as well. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining the Vatsim. I'll just put it up to the gate here. And Chase, I do apologize for not catching your landing. 70 is good. I'm not even sure what gate this is. Like in here, gate A, B, C, D. All right, but we'll make our way. We'll park it, and we'll call it a stream. Oh, there is some dude up there. Guy's looking at the wrong way. All right, that looks good. We're good. Let's get the parking brake on and put that in the up position. APU gen, switch it over. Packs are on. APU bleed on. Isolation valve is open. And let's go ahead and shut it down. Number 2, number 1 down. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tampa. Yeah, guys, thanks for being here. Thank you so much for flying along. Thank you for all the likes. Let me know if you guys want to do another one later on tonight. Just chat in the Discord. I'd be more than happy to come back at 6 o'clock to fly again. All right, that's all good. Let's get the gate And let's get the passengers on their way. And request deboarding. All right, guys. And that's it. JSD stream tonight? Maybe. You know what? Maybe. All right, we got the gate coming up now. Oh, not sure what happened there. But I think that's it. I'm going to go grab some lunch, guys. We can continue chatting in the Discord. And I'll be back soon for the